On today's Toy Spot, we're going to be looking at the Marvel Legends Mojo series. Today we're going to be looking at Baron Zemo. Baron Zemo comes with the more crucial part of Mojo, certainly the upper half, complete with the arms and the garish head of Mojo. As you can see, also reiterated there, head and upper torso of Mojo. Collect all 6 figures to build your very own Mojo. On the back of the package, the other figures in this wave, we've got Psylocke, we've got Longshot, Luke Cage, Baron Zemo, we've got first appearance Iron Man, and Falcon. Looking very nice. The read-up says, born into greatness and great darkness, Henrik Zemo was a brilliant and terrible scientific genius whose quest for wealth and power would eventually consume him. Holding Captain America responsible for his failed attempts to world conquest, Heinrich was driven to the brink of madness in his plans to exact revenge. Horribly disfigured in a battle with his sworn enemy, Baron Zemo will stop at nothing, using the whole of his formidable wealth and resources to see Captain America finished once and for all. I want to take actually a moment and just comment on the figures shown on the back here. Clearly these seem to be prototype figures, because in some cases, like for example the Longshot and I think the most notable one is Psylocke, the figures look so much nicer, I hate to say it, so much nicer on the back than they do actually in person. More importantly, I think also the Falcon. Falcon looks extremely nice, and a bit of a shame unfortunately that some of the figures don't look as nice as they do. I mean, I would have really loved to get that Psylocke. And the Psylocke that we did get didn't quite look like that. Before we actually look at the figure itself, what I'll do is I'll just move this to the side here. There was obviously a variant. I'll bring in here as well. And try to get these stand up here. As you can see, there is a variant of an unmasked, very gruesome looking Baron Zemo. I'll just bring him to the front here. Yeah, it kind of looks like Jason Voorhees. I know I'm mixing genres here, but a very gruesome looking face on Baron Zemo. Now, you really could go ideally with either figure. Personally, I'm the type that would prefer the masked Baron Zemo as opposed to the unmasked. So for that reason, as I drop this one out of camera, I'm also going to take it out of camera because I won't do a review on the unmasked Baron Zemo just because he is so similar in design, aside from the different in face. But what I am going to do is I'll open up the masked Baron Zemo, and what we will do is we'll have a better look at the figure. So stay tuned, guys. And Baron Zemo comes with Avengers number 6. From July, 12 cents. 12 cents. And it says, "Have we got a tale for you? Please don't frustrate us. You've got to read it." Introducing Zemo and his Masters of Evil. That Baron Zemo up at the top there. One thing also I like about Marvel Legends is the fact that if you obviously can't go out and buy Avengers number 6 unless you've got a small fortune tucked away. It is nice, Marvel Legends like these guys, because you can go back and you get the full comic, and it gives you a chance to go back and reread it. On the underside of the comic, you'll see a nice laboratory, I guess. Look at all the gruesome experiments, eh? That's kind of a neat background, I like that. So we'll move that out of the way, and we will look at Baron Zemo. Checklist time for Baron Zemo. He would have, as mentioned, come with the most important piece of Mojo. He comes with the upper torso, complete with head, and also his arms. So what we're going to do is we will take we will take the stomach and sides that I believe came with Falcon and Psylocke, respectively, and we will take Mojo here, snap him into place, and lo and behold, you've got the stump that is Mojo. So that mostly right there, that's Mojo really on his own. But of course, we're going to have to put his legs on and the back piece that comes with the last figure of this set, which would be the first appearance of Iron Man. So we'll put him aside for the time being. He's not going to do much on his own anyway, so I don't think we have to worry. And we will look at Baron Zemo. Would you believe, probably not many because you haven't even heard what I said yet, would you believe actually this is, to me, one of my favorite figures from this wave. I know, you're stepping back, you're sitting down saying, the Spot's gone mad. I don't know, I kind of like him. He's got a nice little charm to him. Could also be that I always have a soft spot for Cobra Commander from G.I. Joe. Kind of has that real Cobra Commander kind of, you know, mastermind kind of look to him. I really like the coloring, and the mask is really, really cool on him. Give you guys a turn around here. I just think he's a fun-looking figure. Granted, I think really what sells it for me is the mask here. So had I opened up the unmasked version of Baron Zemo, I probably wouldn't have liked him as much. But in this state, and the way he's looking here, I am digging him. I am digging him. Now, I had one problem with his hand, unfortunately, his gimp hand here. I could get all the joints working, unfortunately, but his fingers do not want to budge. I cannot get them to work. So I might actually try to heat this up later and just get the joint to move. In his hand, there is a little peg. And actually on his staff, or his little cane, not really a cane, it's, I'll say staff. It's wrong, but I'll say staff. There's actually a little hole, and you can actually have him, you can clip it into his hand. And I don't know if it's going to clip because the way his fingers are poised. But you can actually have him holding it, his thing. You can have him holding it. And very cool indeed. I also kind of like the fact, and I don't know if it's probably not intentional, but I also like the fact that he's got these bell sleeves. They kind of go skinny and then they kind of, you know, stick out. I really like that. It kind of looks neat. I know guaranteed Marvel Legends communities that are right now looking at this and they're saying, what is wrong with this guy? Why does he like this figure so much? I don't know. I like it. I think it's neat. He's got his skirt going on there. Nice furry collar, which I think I like the detailing on that as well. Also carries over into his boots. Really, really nice. I like it. I like it. So we're going to put the thing aside. And in the way of his articulation, he has, his head can move up and down, somewhat left to right, a little bit stiff, but still works. He's got the ball jointed shoulders. You can rotate at the bicep, 2 points of articulation in the elbow. His hand can bend. Fingers should bend, but they're extremely stiff, so I'm not going to force it right now. He has the mid-torso crunch. You can rotate. Can you rotate at the waist? Maybe not. But you can bend the legs in and out, back and forth. You can bend the knees, 2 points in the knee. You can swivel at the calf. You can bend at the foot. And finally bend at the toe. I'm a sucker, I think, for just that real old school kind of look. And Baron Zemo here has old school written all over him. For that reason, I'm going to give Baron Zemo, oh my god, where is he going to go with this? I'm going to give him an 8. The big 8 for Baron Zemo. I really like this figure. But that was a toy spot. Today we were looking at Marvel Legends Mojo Series. We're almost done, guys. We're looking at Baron Zemo here. We were looking at the masked version of Baron Zemo. And I'm going to give him an 8. So there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the remaining reviews of the Marvel Legends Mojo series. There's one more, and then we're going to be looking at Mojo. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Later.